Hi, sir.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Anu.
Hi.
Hi. So, as a director, could you describe your ideal actor?
Could I describe
Your ideal actor.
my ideal actor?
Yeah.
Well, that's tough to say. That's such a broad question because an ideal artist, an ideal actor, he or she actually just has to kind of uh, just be solid for the part. I think So I don't know if I would. I always cast according to like the role that is etched out, and not for like somebody that is just a specific kind of talent. So I mean, there are so many talents, but I mean, if you ask me who's my all-time favorite, I know that may not be your question, but I just feel compelled to say it anyways. I feel like my all-time favorite artist in this world is Meryl Streep. I think there's nothing that she can't do. Like she can do just about anything. Like I wish I could just be Meryl Streep for a day so I could get into that genius mind.
Hi Karan, this is Durjoy. Uh, your life as a director, if you are asked to go back to a certain phase of your life as a director, which phase you would choose and why?
If I had to go back as a director, I would go back to Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna and make some changes in that film because I think that there were some sections of that film that I could have directed better.
Lovely. Thank you.
Yellow t-shirt in the back. Hi Karan.
Hi.
Atif here.
Hi, Atif.
How do you define a popular film right now? Because you yourself said that cinema has gone through a transition now. So how do you think a popular film?
See, there are three, Atif. There is a good film, there's a popular film, and there's a good popular film. So it depends on what category you want to put it as a consumer. I mean, I have films in each category, but there are some I would like to talk to you about and some perhaps not. But there are those good films, there are popular films, and there are good popular films. Like if you say, what is a good popular film is Badhai Ho.
Okay.
It's a good popular film. What's a good film perhaps is Lunchbox. It may not be incredibly popular, but it's a good film. And a popular film, I don't want to mention and deride away from those films that may not be good or good and popular. But there are those that make a lot of money, but may not be able to be categorized. And I produce several of those myself. That may be actually just popular films, but not necessarily good films. So, it's how you look at it as a consumer. What is good to you may not be good or great to me, and vice versa. It's like that. Cinema, that's the great thing about cinema is that you can actually be with 10 people and everyone can have a different opinion to the same film. It depends on which state of mind. Like someone said, it was a quote that someone said that how you like a film is what you brought to that seat before you saw it. So it's like if you're in a mood to like watch something brain dead, you might love a brain dead film. But if you're in a solid, really very, very, very solid, strong state of mind with a strong sense of opinion and you come and watch something brain dead, you'll be like, ye kya bakwas hai? So it really depends what you bring to the seat as a cinegoer.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, that gentleman there, yeah, in the spectacles, yes.
Hi Karan, my name is Mohammed.
Hi, Mohammed.
I wanted to know when do you approach a story? Is it like a spur of the moment thing, or is it backed by an experience or something that you have seen? Or like similarly, like how do you approach characters?
The characters and films that I have made and written on my own those have invariably been extensions of my life, my personality, the people I've met, known, observed. So they've always been in and around me. Not that I knew anybody who was in like a film like Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham or Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, but those were like my thoughts about that world. But when I wrote Ae Dil Hai Mushkil, it was a very personal film. It was a film that about my own broken heart. So I put it out there. And I did what I had to with the writing of that film because I felt I'd been through that beat of unrequited love and I felt I needed to make a film entirely about unrequited love. So when I approached the character, I thought Ranbir, who played the character of Ayan, was me. And Anushka was the person who broke my heart. So I wrote that film and I feel I'm glad I did because it was cathartic. So I think many filmmakers and writers, I think, draw from their personal lives and their experiences and observations. And I think that eventually you've got to live a life to write a film. I always believe that.
So like if you want to suggest me one thing which is just out of the blue, like from your head, like not backed by your experience, what would it be? Like from
Go fall in love and then break your heart. You'll write the most beautiful film ever.
Okay, the gentleman here.
Hello, sir. My name is Radha Krishna.
Hi.
My question to you is, as you said, you consider yourself primarily as a director, but you do multiple things. So how do you think that doing multiple things evolves you or helps you as a director?
I think that's the kind of person I am. I mean, I don't think that I can do just one thing at a time. I feel that it would completely deplete my energy and I think suck me dry. I can't do that. I mean, I know that everyone believes that, you know, when you do one thing, you should do it really well. But for me, my head runs in 10 directions all the time.
But does that evolve you or help you in any way?
It evolves me. It helps me, kind of breeds. It makes me do when I do other things, I kind of draw from those experiences and put that into my core passion, which is filmmaking. I think that it helps me to kind of interact, meet, and exhale with other people and energies, and that really helps my core job. That's how I look at it.
Thank you, sir.
I have one last, and that girl there, she's had her hand raised throughout. Yeah, yeah.
Good evening, sir. So I had a question. How do you select an entire cast for a movie? For example, a Takht.
How do I select? You, as a filmmaker, you have a wish list. Okay. You know that these are the actors you would go to first to, like they're your number one choices. Like in Takht, some artists were not entirely my number one choices, but I had gone to other actors who, for various reasons, perhaps didn't come on board. And then you finally reach the cast that you feel is still solid. They may not be your number one choices, but eventually they work out really beautifully and brilliantly for the film. I've actually had a good time at casting my movies. It's always been wonderful. But there are many times that have been challenging as well. So you have a wish list of actors. How do you go about it? Sometimes you go to casting directors also, who kind of you can, you know, spin off ideas with. But many a time with me, I like to cast the lead actors of my film on my basis, on my own instinct. And then you make those calls and do those meetings and hope for the best.